Okay. Did you already know it though?
Yeah, tell me.
Don't put it in
Like, when did you realize?
I was addicted.
Mhm.
When I got on probation. Like, it was a low probation, like, it wasn't strict like I am now. Me and JK, when I was living at JK's house, getting high daily and stuff, we always had huge conversations mainly about addiction, and we just thought it was retarded how people always said, I'm addicted to meth, and we were like, we have strong minds, you know, we thought that we were the shit because we can go a day without smoking. So, you know, we really made ourselves believe that we were totally fine, and I believe that she only said that because, you know, she was scared to admit it, so she convinced herself otherwise, and I just thought I was, you know, not even addicted. And then, that day that you came over when I got on probation and stuff, that's when I realized, because remember I would catch myself, like, bitching, trying to sleep, and I just couldn't because it fucked with my sleep so much, and I stole Dad's money and watch, trying to get the front, and, like, sell shit just to get some speed. I was willing to sell a designer's watch for $10 just to get a 10-sack, and it was pretty pathetic. I asked everybody, even the people that don't do it, sadly. And yeah, that's when I realized I started getting anxiety because I was just pissed off. I was irritated at everybody. That's when you gave me a bruise because I threw a brush at your face. Yep, that's when I realized. That's not a long story.
How about when you, like, realized how many months it's been?
Oh, God. Yeah, that was along with it, too. I thought the only reason I actually started doing it is because I wanted to become numb from the pain of me and Harry breaking up. And we broke up in, I think it was April. It was April. And I was, like, I started then, like, actually using a lot and shooting and all that shit, so,
How old were you?
16.
Yeah.
And after a while, I had time to do. So, you came over and that was when I had to get sober. And, you told me the day of the month. And
Which was what?
Oh, shit.
Wasn't it November?
It was in October.
Or late October.
Yeah. So let's see, April, May, June, July. About, 7 months. And then I told that how we found that out was I was like, Terry and I broke up like 2 months ago and blah blah blah, and you're like, when did you guys break up again? And I was like, April. You told me the day of the month and you were like telling me it's been like 9 months or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck? And I started crying after a while because I didn't realize that much has passed by. It felt like it's only been like maybe a month. And oh yeah, my tips for using, is my face in there?
No.
Okay. Don't smoke it. Don't snort it. Don't booty bump it. It's pointless. But shoot it. Because people say it's bad or whatever. You just have to know how to do it. Unless you want to get, like, yellow teeth and smell bad, for example. Yeah, shooting it is a lot better.
Yeah, you get less of it. Surprisingly.
Though I remember I stuck my arm up. I couldn't move my left arm for a month.
Yeah, because people fucked it up for you.
JK did it. She also told me that rubbing it hella hard would make it go away, and so I did that for a month. And that just made it so like it was stiff. Like I couldn't do that. It was stuck. And finally when I stopped, oh yeah, it still randomly bleeds. It gets sore every now and then. I don't know why.
It's fucked up.
I don't know why it does that. I
have no track marks at all.
I don't have tracks anymore, but it randomly like
Nothing fucked up. I have nothing fucked up. Which is so cool.
My arm's fucked. One time, I think we were up for about a week now. It was me and JK. and we went to go get some shit because she got me into selling. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I was selling. That's how I got robbed. She told me to skim the bag, so each time we would skim some so we had some for ourselves. We would get so many like deals, and I met this like 40-year-old girl at Smith's, and we couldn't get our connects going, so we wanted some shit, so we went through one of Travis's buddies, and he gave us like this little bit of shit, and I took just a little bit out, and I ended up eating it, and then and then she opened her bag and there was like not much in there, and she freaked out on me and told me I needed this shit, I haven't slept and I have to go to work tomorrow, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, blah blah. And then she ends up pushing me and taking my bag and my phone and threatening me and saying she's gonna call the cops because I skimmed her bag. So she's retarded. And that was the only bad sell. And we ended up getting stopped for about a month after that, me and JK. We would always see her truck drive by the house. She didn't know where JK lived exactly, but she knew the apartment complex. And she would always drive by and like hang out by the pool because I used to always go there. And JK would always say, shall I have my opinion?
Okay.
JK would always say, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, this is another example. Memory loss. That shit goes crazy. And JK and I were up for a week, and we were dehydrated as fuck. We never ate or drank. We only had popsicles. So we would have our popsicles, and every now and then we would run out. So we would keep a couple days with nothing because we were too like into our like shit that we didn't drink water. And so we got more shit and we were trying to shoot it, and literally that's when I got like all those tracks, remember that? And because we couldn't get a vein, like it was just too hard. So that day she tried convincing me to shoot it in my foot. And I just was like, nah, I'm not that desperate right now. So I ended up booty bumping. And the shit was terrible. She got all horny and I was just like, I'm going downstairs.
I'm so glad I've never booty bumped anything. I'm like the second person to shoot up ecstasy in our group. Alan was the first. I got to do it for him. I'm like, oh my god, I shot it up after like the day I was bitching about ravers needing, I really need ecstasy to go to rave. And then Travis told me, he's like, yeah, I really liked that bullet that you posted. And I'm like, he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm rolling. And then lied. And then like right when we get in, fucking, oh my god, it worked. I just went away. It was really sad.
Really sad last time I was out there, I just have to say. Maybe B was really sad. I've only been to these days in Vegas, and they fail.